a basic industry. These mills are producing more and better steel than was dreamed of a decade ago. Why? Competition, that's why. The company producing better steel and selling it at a competitive price gets more orders because the better product attracts more buyers. So the consumer benefits from competition immediately. Then, with more orders for the product, profits and dividends to stockholders may increase. And there are more funds available for research to find ways to make even better steel. That's direct competition. Competition works indirectly, too. Aluminum, vanadium, and other metals compete with steel for some jobs. And so do concrete and plastics. Here's another example. In the transportation business, automobile manufacturers compete. They compete directly with other automobile manufacturers. Indirect competition may come from railroads, airlines, taxis, and bus lines. Every privately operated business enterprise has competition, sometimes direct, sometimes indirect. Take this business, for example, the Home Entertainment Corporation. Jim Marlin, president of Home Entertainment, will tell us what competition means to his company as he talks with a high school teacher, Al Taylor.
Hi, Al.
Hello, Jim. Nice of you to see me.
Oh, you always take time to talk with an old friend. Sit down.
Thank you very much.
What's your problem?
Well, I'm teaching economics this semester. What I want to show my kids is how competition in business has benefited us all. But I'm not giving them enough concrete evidence. Oh, I can teach the theory of competition, all right. But I want some actual examples, a real situation.
Well, I think I can help you.
You mind if I take notes?
Suit yourself.
Well, thanks.
See this? This is a home movie projector we call the Wizard. This projector got Home Entertainment into our stiffest competitive battle. You know, we make photographic equipment. Our factory turns out such things as cameras and projectors for the amateur photographer. Our business is successful, and we sell enough to show a good profit. About 2 years ago, we had something new to offer consumers. Like most business firms, we reinvest part of our profits to develop better products for our customers. In this case, our research chief and his staff had come up with a dandy, a new movie projector which had a built-in editor and splicer. This device would offer customers a means of editing their home movies on the same projector they use to show the movies. The idea sounded great, with better than average sales prospects. Within a few months, we had a working model to demonstrate to our sales staff. Well, they were happy, but there was an important question.
They probably wanted to know what the Wizard would cost the consumer.
Yes, but at the same time, we didn't know. So much depended on the cost of tooling up, our labor costs, packaging, and marketing costs. The retail price might be way over the price of our standard projectors. But since we'd be first with this particular kind of projector, we agreed to start production.
Well, I see where you're leading, Jim, but I'm not sure my kids will. They'll probably say that since your company is the only one producing the Wizard projector that, well, where's the competition?
Well, they'd have a point there. But business doesn't just stand still. Competition, stiff, indirect competition, was just around the corner. After we delivered the first Wizard projectors to retail stores, our salesman called to get reactions from store managers.
Sales were good?
No, sales were disappointing. Sure, there was some buyer resistance to the price, But most of the trouble came from indirect competition. The familiar products the customers knew, like standard movie projectors and separate film viewers. If we wanted to sell our kind of combination projector and viewer, we'd have to help consumers to understand its advantages, its special features. But things got even hotter.
Direct competition, I'll bet.
Absolutely. We learned that the Eagle Projector Company was about to market a projector similar to the Wizard. Not only would they be in direct competition with us, but by omitting a few of the features we offered in the Wizard, Eagle could sell their combination projector at about 20% less than our price.
What'd you do?
We got to work. And at our next sales meeting, we saw some of the results. Our advertising man showed us a few of the ads that were part of a new advertising campaign. A campaign aimed at getting consumers to look at the Wizard. To attract more consumer attention, our product's designer had developed some eye-catching packaging. Attractive packaging and interesting advertising are some of the ways in which business meets competition. But we still had our biggest headache: direct competition from Eagle, whose projector had a much lower price tag than our own. In considering our problem, our research chief had designed a Wizard with a 400-foot reel capacity instead of 200 feet. This was twice the capacity of the Eagle projector. He had also made other changes in design to cut down production cost, a saving we could pass on to consumers. Through research, we had found a less expensive way to produce a better product. Now, Al, we come to a point you want to make sure your students understand.
What's that?
In a free enterprise system such as ours, competition works on several levels. Take our suppliers, for example.
I get it. Once your new design was worked out, you had to ask for competitive bids from factories that might make the component parts for you.
Right. We buy our industrial castings from specialists. Well, look. We got over 20 bids from manufacturers.
That many?
All of them competitive in one way or another.
Wow.
Like most businesses, making castings for industry is competitive. Majestic Corporation offered the lowest priced castings. Columbia Industrial promised earliest delivery date. Crown Metals offered attractive credit terms. Yes, all the bids we received were competitive, not always in price, but in service and quality, which often count more highly to both businessmen and consumers. At our next sales meeting, we introduced the new, more efficient model of the Wizard. Though the consumer cost of the Wizard was still a bit more than the Eagle projector, we felt we had the edge on our competition in quality and durability.
Well, was the new model more appealing to the consumers?
We had our answer to that question in the next few months from our salesman. Our advertising campaign was working, bringing more people into the stores. And once they were inside, they were attracted by our new packaging. But what really appealed to them was the novelty of the Wizard. That was overcoming the indirect competition. Consumers also found that the quality of the Wizard more than made up for its slightly higher price. So quality was overcoming direct competition. Slowly, our sales figures began to rise. Our product was accepted by the consumers.
So that's your experience with competition. I think it will impress my kids. And they'll like the happy ending, too.
Okay, you're right, but that's not the end of the story, because there's no end to competition. No sooner was the new Wizard in the stores than Eagle put out a projector with an improved cooling system. So, we competed again. Our research department put in a year's hard work to give the Wizard a portable carrying case. Now, we don't know what our direct competition will be doing next. But you can be sure that we're working on ways to improve our product, too.
Your indirect competition isn't sitting still either. Manufacturers of other kinds of projectors are probably stressing their advantages. You're still getting competition from them.
Oh, sure. And we're getting overseas competition, too. Well, why not? Competition keeps us trying to make a better product to satisfy the demands of the consumer.
Well, I want to thank you for your help, Jim.
Well, I really should thank you, Al. The free enterprise system depends on a wider understanding of its principles, and of course, competition is one of them. It's helped us to a better, higher standard of living.
Well, I agree with you.
We should talk more about our business system, point up the facts that it really works, and works well. Don't you think so, too?